8 signs an avoidant partner loves you. Have you ever felt confused or unsure if your avoidant partner truly loves you? Maybe you've experienced moments where they seem distant and unresponsive. They avoid deep emotional conversations. They pull away when things get too close. They express affection in indirect or subtle ways. As a result, you might find yourself wondering, how can I tell if my avoidant partner really loves me when they rarely show their emotions? If you can relate to this video segment is for you. I'll explain the signs of avoidant behavior in relationships, the paradox of avoidant attachment in love, 8 signs an avoidant partner loves you, and how to foster their love by avoiding known triggers and using soft strategies in communication. This last point is so important because it will really help you strengthen your connection by understanding your avoidant partner's unique way of expressing love. And it is possible for an avoidant partner to open up with the correct approach. For example, when Jordan came to me, he was struggling with push-pull dynamics in the anxious avoidant trap. But through the work he did in my courses, he was able to feel hopeful about the future of his relationships and adopt more optimistic thoughts and beliefs when it comes to love. But I'll let Jordan speak for himself.
It was at a point where something has to move, something has to shift, something has to change. That point in time, the one thing that we kind of knew was that there was this unhealthy push and pull. I really wanted to understand, what exactly is this push-pull thing that's going on? And so it was really interesting going through the course and actually seeing at the kind of the neuro and the chemical level that there's something peaceful about knowing that there's actual science behind this as well, and things along those lines are happening. For myself, it's actually been the guided meditation. In doing so, essentially creating space for new and better thoughts, and thoughts that are more in line with who I actually want to become. Ultimately, the feeling that I have now is that of hope, and hopeful that I can ultimately become the partner that I've aspired to become.
Now, I'm happy to say that Jordan's results are not unique. Many of my students are able to apply my unique approach to healing attachment styles to their relationships and experience tremendous changes. You can click the link attached to this video and take the free introductory training for my course, The Courageous Communicator. This is a 90-day online course to help professionals, singles, and couples develop healthy communication skills based on attachment styles using a trauma-informed approach to energy healing and art therapy techniques. If emotional intimacy is your destination, then attachment styles is the vehicle that's going to get you there, but not without any gas. And that is where my trademark method and HIP communication formula come in. You see, communication is more than the words we speak. It is the energy that we feel and express with our words. Learning the right words without understanding how to process the emotional energy behind them is going to keep you stuck in a cyclical pattern in love. But once you master the skill, you'll learn how to inspire deeper love and intimacy while getting your needs met without a paralyzing fear of rejection or abandonment. Now, if that sounds good to you, click the link attached to this video to learn more about it. And meanwhile, let's go ahead and dive into our topic for today. So first, let's take a look at signs of avoidant behavior in general. Now, when you're in a relationship with an avoidant partner, it is common to encounter certain behaviors that reflect an avoidant attachment style. These behaviors can manifest as a reluctance to commit fully, a fear of emotional intimacy, or an inclination to prioritize individual needs above the relationship. One of the key signs of avoidant behavior in relationships is a tendency to create emotional distance as a means of self-protection. This can manifest in behaviors such as avoiding physical closeness, becoming emotionally unavailable during times of stress, or withdrawing when faced with conflict. Now, despite their avoidant tendencies, it's essential to remember that avoidant partners are capable of love and deep emotional connections. So let's look at the paradox of avoidant attachment. Now, the paradox of loving someone with an avoidant attachment style lies in their ability to express deep emotions while simultaneously fearing the vulnerability that comes with intimacy. So avoidant partners may struggle to express their love openly, and that can lead to misunderstandings and doubts about how they really feel. However, beneath a guarded exterior, avoidant partners are often capable of forming strong emotional bonds with partners. Now, for someone with avoidance, loving someone means navigating a delicate balance between their love and their fear, their need for independence and a desire for connection. So they may struggle with feelings of insecurity and fear of engulfment, making it challenging for them to fully open up to their partners. But despite these challenges, they can have the experience of profound love and attachment, albeit in unique and subtle ways. Now, understanding this paradox can help you appreciate the depth of an avoidant partner's love and the complexities of their emotional world. And believe it or not, many avoidant partners are willing and wanting to come out of their shell, and they will take actions to support their own healing in relationships so that they can be closer to you. So with that, let's dive into 8 signs that an avoidant partner loves you. If you are in a relationship with an avoidant partner, you might not see the classic romantic gestures often portrayed in movies. Their ways of expressing love can be more subtle, but still hold deep meaning. These signs can be easily overlooked or misread because they might deviate from typical romantic behaviors. But understanding these unique expressions of affection can be like learning a hidden language. Once you grasp it, you'll gain profound insight into your partner's feelings. So first, they will start to initiate contact. Now, despite their preference for independence, an avoidant partner who is in love will start to reach out more frequently, showing that they are thinking of you. It's their way of subtly letting you know that you are on their mind. For example, they might say, I came across this video and thought of you, so I wanted to share it with you. Number 2, consistent time together. Avoidant partners usually cherish their alone time, but if they are consistently setting time apart to be with you, it is a strong sign of their affection. By making regular plans, they demonstrate that you are a priority in their life. So for example, they might say something like, hey, what do you think about making Thursday nights our regular date night? Number 3, opening up. Now, sharing personal stories or vulnerabilities is a significant move for an avoidant partner. It means stepping out of their comfort zone to be closer to you. This openness can indicate that they do feel safe with you. So for example, they might say something like, I don't usually talk about this, but I feel comfortable sharing my thoughts with you. Then we have inclusion in their life. So inviting you into their private spaces like their home or introducing you to close friends and family indicates deep trust from an avoidant partner. This inclusion signifies that they see you as a significant part of their life and they want you to continue to be a part of it. So they might say things like, I'd like you to meet my friends this weekend. They've been eager to meet you. Number 5, thoughtful gestures. Instead of verbal affirmations, avoidant partners often show they care through their actions. Thoughtful gestures are a way of expressing love and appreciation without having to use words. An example could be, well, I know you like your coffee a certain way, so I made it that way just for you. Number 6, respecting boundaries. Now, avoidant partners express love by respecting your autonomy and sometimes giving you space, believing that love equates non-intrusion. This respect for boundaries shows that they care about your comfort and well-being. They might say, I didn't want to overwhelm you with messages. I thought maybe you needed some time for yourself today, and I wanted to give you that. Then we have practical help over emotional support. So instead of offering emotional support, an avoidant partner might show care by providing practical solutions or help with menial tasks. This approach is their way of being supportive while maintaining a degree of emotional distance. So for example, they might say, I saw you were stressed out about your broken laptop, so here, I fixed it for you. And finally, number 8, we have creating distance after intimacy. Following periods of closeness, an avoidant partner might seem to withdraw, not as a retreat in affection, but as a way to process what they just experienced. So this behavior is their method of recharging emotionally so that they can maintain the growing level of intimacy between you. They might explain, it's been quiet because I needed to recharge, but it doesn't mean that I haven't been thinking of you. In fact, it's more likely that they've been thinking a lot about you and they needed to create some distance in order to maintain safety in connection. Now, some of these behaviors might seem confusing and somewhat counterintuitive. However, for an avoidant partner, these actions represent significant efforts to connect within their comfort zone. Recognizing and understanding these signs can be crucial in deepening the relationship between you. Now, if you're interested in delving more deeply into this topic, I recommend checking out my video, The Surprising Traits That Attract Avoidant Partners. This will also include the shadow aspects of attraction. Now, I'm just going to pause there for a moment and ask, do you recognize any of these in your own experience? Can you relate to this? Let me know in the comments below. So let's say that you're able to check off most of these items on the list. Now you might be wondering, well, how can I support the growth of their love in this relationship? Well, this really speaks to the importance of communication in nurturing an avoidant partner's love. It plays a vital role in any relationship, but it is especially crucial in navigating the complexities of a relationship with a partner that has avoidant attachment style. Avoidant partners may struggle to communicate their feelings openly, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts with their partners. But by fostering open and honest communication, you can create a supportive environment for your avoidant partners to express themselves. Now, one of the key aspects of communication with an avoidant partner is using soft strategies. These are communications that express appreciation, respect for their autonomy, and invite them to find co-creative solutions. Now, avoidant triggers in communication might sound like, you wouldn't do, say, or be that if you really loved me. Now, an anxious partner might say this to their avoidant partner when they feel like their partner isn't being supportive of them, or when they feel like their partner is withdrawing from the relationship. On the other hand, a dismissive avoidant partner is usually singularly preoccupied with their own autonomous passions and pursuits in the extreme. That means they don't always take their partner into consideration when making plans or decisions that might affect both of them or the relationship as a whole. It doesn't necessarily mean the relationship is not on their priority list somewhere. It's just not nearly as high as it usually is for the anxious partner. Therefore, the avoidant partner will often interpret this anxious statement as an accusation or an attack or an attempt to emotionally manipulate. They might feel like their anxious partner is trying to control them with guilt or shame, and they will likely become defensive and withdraw even further to a statement in response to a statement like this. So what can you say instead? Well, let's talk about soft strategies in communication. A better way to phrase this would be, I'm feeling really lonely right now. Are you available for some support? I really appreciate it when you do XYZ. Or I'm feeling really alone right now. Is there any way that we could connect? Generally speaking, with the first statement, you're focusing on your feelings and offering specifics about how they can contribute to your feeling better by identifying how they have already succeeded with you in the past. In other words, you're expressing appreciation about their capacities that you admire, while also communicating that you understand that they have an autonomous sense of self and well-being. And so you're inviting them to contribute to your state of mind and your emotional state, as opposed to fixing it for you. So by asking them if they are available, instead of demanding what you need and want from them, you acknowledge their choice to contribute to your emotional state while avoiding being critical, conditional, or judgmental about how they should be loving you according to some set of standards that they likely believe doesn't really apply to them. It also communicates that you recognize their love in the ways that they know how to give it and that you are receptive towards them. Now, in the second statement, I'm feeling really alone right now. Is there any way that we can connect? You are being honest about the feeling that you are having instead of focusing on the condition. And you are also creating an opportunity for them to step in and to offer solutions that allow them to succeed with you. You're giving them the opportunity to change the conditions based on their own ideas. If you would like more examples like this and to learn more about soft strategies in communication, as well as safe strategies in working with anxious folks, click the link attached to this video. You will be sent to a registration page to take the free introductory training for my course, The Courageous Communicator. Again, this is a 90-day online course to help professional singles and couples develop healthy communication skills based on attachment styles using trauma-informed energy healing and art therapy approaches. What makes this program so unique is the combination of skill building and communication based on attachment styles using trauma-informed experiential modalities that connect to the emotional energy tied up in your body and nervous system. When we work with the body directly and in creative, fun, and playful ways, insecure attachment styles that have been resistant to change start to soften and relax, and relatively quickly. This allows you to go from suspicious, fearful, or anxious to confident, trusting, and at ease, sometimes within only 3 months' time. But don't take my word for it. Here are some more success stories from students that have taken my courses.
I had this ugly kind of communication with my daughter of 15.
I still find that somehow or other I seem to be sabotaging relationships.
Because I have experienced the anxious avoidant dynamic in my relationships.
My favorite lesson of activity, I think, was actually understanding about safe strategies and soft strategies.
We start with evaluation, and then you transform it to feelings, and then she makes us aware through the bodily experience, and then we express it in art. So that kind of is magic.
I find it very clear and helpful in understanding how the way I want others to communicate with me in order to feel safe and secure is not necessarily what others need.
And she alleviated my perfectionism a little bit by letting us know, look, this is a process and that's okay, and that it can actually be fun. And she helped us kind of reframe the whole, terrifying journey into yourself of why you do what you do and how to change it and all the vulnerability that comes with that.
I was actually able to get more in tune with myself when it comes to relating to people's emotions and feelings.
Which allowed me to really practically apply what Brianna was teaching us. Super useful, especially in moments of higher conflict or higher communication problems.
This goes way far beyond.
And you just get this light bulb moment after light bulb moment that sets you free. You're like, wow, I'm not a horrible person after all. There's so much hope. I'm normal. I can let the love in.
So it's nice that somebody like Brianna is there to help us heal that. Her work really transforms lives. I feel like she's the real deal.
So now let's dive into some final thoughts for today. Deciphering the subtle signs of love from an avoidant partner requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to navigate the complexities of their attachment style. By recognizing the unique ways in which avoidant partners express their emotions, you can gain valuable insights into the depth of their love for you. Communication, understanding, and respect are essential in fostering a secure attachment with an avoidant partner and building a strong foundation for a healthy relationship. Just remember that love comes in many forms, and an avoidant partner's love may be expressed through actions, gestures, or moments of vulnerability. By paying attention to these subtle signs, you can create a more supportive and understanding environment for your relationship to thrive. Seeking professional help when needed can also provide additional support and guidance in navigating the challenges of an avoidant attachment style. With patience and understanding, if your partner is ready, willing, and able, you can unlock the hidden depths of an avoidant partner's love for you. Given that, on the other hand, if a partner is not ready, unwilling, or incapable of showing up to the relationship with the effort required to open up and invite a co-creative process of healing and growth within the relationship, it may be time to let it go. Sometimes letting someone go is a sign of loving them through acceptance. You are accepting where they truly are on their path, and you are accepting where you are on your path. It's okay that you both might need different things in order to honor each person's respective growth trajectory. Love never goes away. It just changes form. And so I would leave you with a thought-provoking question. What new form of love is your soul asking for? Set your mind and heart to cultivating an answer to that question. And when you do so, your next steps will present themselves to you. Thank you for watching today. If you got something out of it, please subscribe and share this video. And be sure to leave a comment below. I take all feedback into consideration when making new content like this. Thank you and have a great week. Also, remember to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. I put out videos once a week and I wouldn't want you to miss out.